Congratulations, America. New checks are finally making their way into the hands of millions of households. And this time, the announcement is official, confirmed, and already rolling out. After months of discussions, debates, and promises, relief has finally been approved to help families, workers, and especially seniors who are living on fixed incomes while battling the ongoing effects of inflation. For over a year, the message has been clear. People need help. Bills keep piling up, and the cost of living has been squeezing every corner of the budget. Today, that relief is here in the form of direct payments that will help put real money back into the pockets of Americans who need it the most. It's not just another promise on paper. This is something that is already happening, and it represents a big step forward for working families, retirees, and seniors who have been left wondering if the government remembers what daily financial struggles feel like. This news is being celebrated across the country because it means that the fight to make ends meet just got a little easier for millions of people. Welcome to Truth Lens, the channel that keeps you updated with the latest news about Social Security, stimulus checks, benefits, and all the financial developments that matter to seniors and struggling households in America. Every week, we break down the headlines, explain what's actually happening behind the political speeches, and tell you what it means for your wallet, your retirement, and your family. If you're on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, if you're a senior trying to stretch your check until the end of the month, or if you're simply an American working hard but falling behind, Truth Lens is here to deliver the updates you need to know. In today's video, we're covering the details of the newly approved inflation relief checks, the ongoing discussions about 2025 stimulus payments, and what this all means for everyday people who are tired of rising grocery bills, skyrocketing utility costs, and insurance premiums that feel impossible to keep up with. So what's happening right now? In New York, Governor Kathy Hochul announced that inflation refund checks are being sent out to up to 8.2 million households. These checks can be worth as much as $400, and they are arriving between October and November. That means families who have been holding their breath, wondering how they will handle holiday expenses or cover the next round of bills, will soon have a little extra cushion to lean on. The program is designed to give families immediate help at a time when the cost of basic necessities continues to rise faster than most paychecks or retirement benefits. For seniors, this couldn't come at a more important time. Social Security's cost of living adjustment may help a little each year, but inflation has been eating away at that increase month by month. By the time the bills for electricity, food, and medicine arrive, many seniors find their checks don't stretch nearly as far as they once did. This new refund check won't solve everything, but it's a start. It's a reminder that relief is possible. The announcement was made with much fanfare, and rightly so. Leaders across the state gathered to mark the moment, and Governor Hochul herself acknowledged the struggle families face every day. She spoke about how hard it is to feel like you're doing everything right. You've got the job, the degree, the work ethic, yet the bills just keep climbing higher. She pointed out the relentless rise in grocery prices, the shock of utility bills, the never-ending rent or mortgage statements, and even the double-digit increases in insurance premiums. For seniors living on Social Security, this struggle is magnified. Insurance premiums alone can eat up a big portion of a monthly check, and that's before a single trip to the pharmacy or the grocery store. That is why these $400 payments represent more than just a number. They represent recognition of the fact that many people are hurting and that something must be done to give them breathing room. Now, let's take a closer look at the bigger picture. While New York is leading the way with these checks, the conversation about nationwide relief is heating up once again. Will there be a stimulus check in 2025? The short answer is yes, but it won't be for everyone. Discussions in Washington and in state legislatures across the country reveal that millions of Americans could see some form of direct payment, though the amounts and eligibility rules will vary. One proposal, known as the American Worker Rebate Act, suggests sending $600 per adult, $600 per dependent, and up to $2,400 for a family of four. On paper, this sounds like exactly what families need. However, there's a catch. It's still just a proposal. The bill hasn't cleared Congress, and there is no guarantee that it will move forward anytime soon. Political disagreements are slowing the process, and even some lawmakers who typically support relief efforts are voicing opposition. That means while the headlines may be exciting, the reality is that these bigger checks are still uncertain. For seniors, this uncertainty can be frustrating. Many Social Security recipients live month to month, relying on their benefits to cover food, medicine, and housing. The promise of an extra $600 or $1,200 could make all the difference between stability and financial hardship. But until Congress acts, it remains just that, a promise. Still, there are smaller victories to recognize. In Alaska, residents are set to receive their permanent fund dividend payments of around $1,000. Other states, like Colorado, are issuing modest tax rebates tied to budget surpluses. While these programs may not reach everyone, they are proof that relief is possible when lawmakers prioritize the needs of everyday people. It's important to be clear, though, there is no $2,000 federal stimulus check on the way right now. Rumors online have spread false hope, but officials have confirmed that such a payment has not been approved. Seniors and families should be cautious when they see claims about massive new checks, especially if those claims come with strings attached or seem too good to be true. Scammers are out there, and they often target seniors who are the most vulnerable. With the New York checks already being mailed, experts are warning households to keep a close watch on their mailboxes, checking daily to make sure their payment is safe from theft. Seniors in particular are advised to be vigilant because, unfortunately, bad actors often look for opportunities to take advantage when relief programs roll out. The truth is that while these relief checks are real and welcome, they are part of a larger struggle that millions of Americans face every day. Inflation is still high, interest rates remain elevated, and tariffs continue to raise the cost of goods across the board. From pharmaceuticals to groceries, the added costs are falling directly on the shoulders of consumers. Big corporations aren't absorbing those increases. Families are. Seniors on Social Security know this better than anyone because each dollar is stretched as far as it can go. And when prices rise, there's no flexibility left in the budget. That's why checks like the $400 New York refund matter, and why the fight for federal relief in 2025 continues to be so important. As we close this update, remember this: help is coming, but patience is required. If your neighbor receives their check before you do, don't panic. Payments are scheduled throughout October and November, and every eligible household will get their share. For seniors, this could mean a chance to finally catch up on bills, stock up on groceries, or even set aside something small for the holidays. It may not be life-changing money, but it is recognition that the government sees the pressure people are under. And while the battle isn't over because inflation, high costs, and uncertainty about the future remain, today's announcement is proof that persistence pays off, relief is possible, and more may be on the horizon. So stay tuned to Truth Lens, because we'll keep following every development, every proposal, and every approved payment that affects you. Whether it's Social Security updates, state level relief checks, or the next federal stimulus plan, you'll hear it here first. For now, congratulations to the millions of Americans who are about to receive this new round of checks. Relief is finally here. And while it may not solve every problem, it's a step in the right direction for seniors, families, and all those struggling to make ends meet in today's economy.